cosmopolitan city of Bengaluru is a city that is continuously evolving. It has been undergoing rapid change in all possible sectors, be it professional or social. The city had for a long time been a haven for live musicians, aptly named the live music capital of India. But a recent crackdown on live music in bars and a rise in demand for electronic music has seen the city lose this prestigious status. We had a look at bars in and around areas in South Bangalore such as JP Nagar and Jagar. Much to our dismay, we found no bar that offered a space for live music. However, we'd missed
And Casa Picosa is where it all started, and this is the place which promotes live music a lot, so we can talk about it a little later on. And that's what I do basically, events, music, and playing music. Today I have a show, I basically play the drums. So that's me, I'm into music now.
So who decides what music is played in bars? Is it the bar management or is it the audience?
We ask you questions, it's what causes society.
I'm really sorry.
I would prefer live.
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 We're kind of old school people, like we
We're
like
more
old
into Bob Dylan and
Bob Dylan, yeah.
Beatles. Yeah, that's the
country
kind of-
roads take us home.
Electronic, obviously.
I hate electronics, so for me it would be a live.
Is there any
Live music.
live?
Live.
I personally prefer electronic music.
Live music. Oh, dude, I'm all in for EDM, man.
And I'm in for EDM.
People are given their word, but what of the musicians? How do they go about their lives?
Hi, so I'm Chandrama, and to start off about my musical journey, I think being from Assam, I was always very much into music.
Hi, this is Bikash Sunar, and I'm from Silchar, Assam.
Yeah, there was that musical imbibed into me because of my family, my sister who's a classically trained singer. So I think the first really on-stage performance that was done by me was when I was 5, and I sang the song called I Love My Teacher, and it was pathetic singing, but I did bag the first prize, and I guess I was in cloud nine, and I was like, okay, I'm the best singer in the country can ever have. You know, that kind of a situation. I'm pretty sure.
I've started pursuing music when I was 15 years old. But before that, you know, जब मैं 7 साल का था, तब से I started doing live shows. That is, without even learning music. I just, you know, started going for live shows. That's when, you know, even my mom dad, they understood कि हाँ चलो इसके अंदर है कुछ तो music है.
I think around 2014 end is when I joined a post-punk, post-grunge band called One Fret Away. I've even done a couple of videos with them. I used to perform with them. I think till about 2016 end is when I had performed with them, and then I decided to quit the band and venture out, explore other musicians, see what everybody is up to. And that's precisely was a turning point in my life, I would say.
2015, you know, I realized, it's like I got a call from one of my friends from Chennai, and he told me about there is one of the reality shows over there. He called me and I just went just like that. That time I was still in the company, that is 2015. So मैं वहाँ पे जाके I just started doing, I went for this particular show. It's a TV show, and so I got clicked over there. It was a Tamil show, and इसके बाद after like I was there for a couple of months, like 4-5 months I was there. Then I became one of the finalists over there in that particular reality show. इसके बाद जाके then again when I had to, you know, join the company again, that's when I realized no, this is not gonna happen, or ये नहीं हो पाएगा और मेरे से.
I'm not just a musician. I have a full-time job. I've been working since 2015, so it's been almost 4 years, and the journey has been tough because I'm an account manager for a firm, and a lot of my time goes in doing my job. So it takes a lot of effort to actually be doing music as well, because music is not just about performing, it is also about practicing, which I rarely get time to do.
It's been 4 years. I started doing music, as a full-time thing for me. So मैं अभी तक इसके बाद I have not joined any company, even though there was many challenges. There were so many challenges, like in terms of survival as well, because of course when you do music as full-time, initially I had to go through with many things as in because when you do a job, what happens? I'm into a job. There's a fixed salary, there's a fixed amount which is coming in, every month. But here, initially, I'm talking about back then, 2016, 15, nothing was like that. क्योंकि कभी shows आते हैं, कभी नहीं आते. And I'm that kind of person who can't ask money from people. And that's when I thought, it is tough. But I was enjoying. I was happy with whatever I'm doing. At least, I can say I'm happy because what I love, I'm doing that. So that's what it was very tough for me. It was a tough journey till now. It is tough. I'm not saying I'm very much stable at this point of time. I'm still, sometimes I still have to struggle, for shows. At the same time, we have to survive also at the same time. For survival, we need money. So when I go for show, that's when I get money. Sometimes even I'm sick, even though I'm very sick, but I have to go for shows.
We heard the voice of the people and the voice of the musicians. Now it's time for our experts to have their say.
The Beatles really became the Beatles after they started playing in pubs and underground cavern and stuff like that.
These bar scenes were important in the terms of giving everybody a breakthrough to try out those testing grounds before you can do a serious level of show where you are sure that you have a following, and then you start booking shows for yourself.
We thought, let's do something for live music because it is slowly dying in Bangalore and we wanted to revive it. The only way you can revive something is when you can start giving opportunities for it to grow and nurture.
Between say 80s and 90s, there was always this trend of live music would just basically mean playing film music, because we had to accept that music as a career, music as an independent choice of art didn't exist for a long time.
The music that's played in bars nowadays has changed quite a lot over the last, say, 5 years, because Bangalore now has a lot more people than we did maybe 5 to 6 years back. So traditionally it was more of rock, metal, a little bit of techno, EDM.
And live gigs would typically happen outdoor in large venues like Webb's and Palace Grounds and places like that.
We used to have this annual free concert called the Freedom Jam. Bands from all over the country used to turn out there, and they used to have three stages, and the really good ones used to play on the center stage. And so the grand finale of the event was something special. We used to have all these fireworks, and the really good bands like Parikrama or these guys come and play. So that's how it was.
Around 92, or maybe late 89 or 90, I think, I'm not really sure of the time, it's a long time ago now. There used to be live gigs happening at Take 5 when it was near the race course in the basement. And I have played a gig there, and I've also seen a few gigs happen there. It was mostly jazz kind of gigs, but it was great fun to attend. And that was my first exposure to seeing music inside an F&B venue. Well, I'd say that certain things need to be taken care of before we can address the question about the future of live music at bars. If you know about the Take 5 case, I think Take 5 had to be shut down. Not for any other reason apart from the fact that there was some issue with the certification of the building where they were in. So it had nothing to do with licenses or law and order. It had to do with the occupancy certificate of that particular building, if I'm not mistaken. So there are certain, I would say, loopholes which need to be plugged before we can get a sense of, I would say, confidence from the owners of these establishments that they can go ahead and actually host live music without worrying about these things. That would be the first step, ensuring that all the legal requirements are taken care of. Then would come the law and order part of it, and ensuring that no residential areas are disturbed because of live music that is happening. These fundamental things need to be taken care of, and I'm sure that if these are taken care of, more and more establishments will start hosting live music, which will probably bode well for those who are getting into music.
So the thing is, a lot of pubs sometimes are very close to residential areas. In CP's case, what we have done is, the moment the management did hear of some kind of concerns about sound going out of our places, the whole place inside has been soundproofed. So even to that extent, we take care that the people around are not affected. So that was the main cause how the Indiranagar revolution started, where the Residents Welfare Association put a court case onto the pubs because they were not maintaining that level of sound that needs to be maintained at night.
This is something that I've been thinking about a lot. You know that we do gigs.
Yeah, no, I've come to some of them here. Yeah.
The whole objective of the gigs that we do at Octavium was simply to tell people that you can enjoy music for the sake of music. It need not have to have an F&B rider along with it. So that's the reason why we do live gigs like that. I think it's about time that somebody comes up with a Ranga Shankara sort of thing for music as well. If you look at Ranga Shankara and Jagrati, they've done that for the theatre community. And theatre can be enjoyed live best. It's not on big screen or not sitting at home on your phone or on television. You need to see it live. That's what theatre is about. The same thing I guess is applicable to live music. If you want to enjoy live music, you need to be there. And we need a lot more venues outside of the commercial F&B circuits which exist today, which support music and live performing arts. So I would like to see a lot more of that happening.
Maybe also, if you look at it the other way, because of these bar scenarios completely stopping, completely coming to a halt, it might be instrumental in people deciding that they go into the public with their own material and they do their own shows. Like I do a dedicated show, I book a hall and I do a dedicated show and put tickets. And I think it should encourage even people to understand that they should go out and support art in this format. Previously, if they thought that, okay, I can have a drink in the weekend in a bar and at the same time it helps a musician, now you have to extend your consciousness to actually going to a show yourself, booking the tickets and helping the musicians better. Because there if you paid 500 rupees, maybe some part of it went to the bar and some part went to the musician. Now if you pay 500, it goes directly to the musician. So I think it could encourage people to take up music on a more serious note and say, okay, let's take it to the next level. So maybe this is a calling for people.